Hey guys, this is Crispy.
And this is Bread. We're going to take another look at Sunless Sea. So, I was actually going to go back to the place where they're mining the lion statues. But between here and there, I was attacked by a ship, and rather than run from it, I just beat this ship that had like 180 health. And I wanted to show it to you before we continue. Crippled and broken, already feeding the Z's endless hunger, little remains of the ship but scraps of sinking cargo and a few buoyant parts of its splintered carcass. Let's see. You will have to be quick to salvage anything. You steer close, shining the lamps on the debris. Captain, quick! Over here! Over there! Port side! Legendary Clay Woman Corsair. Ooh, you remember the woman that they told me a rumor about?
Yeah.
I just took her down.
Ooh.
Should I rescue the pirate or salvage the cargo?
Uh. That's
She might be worth a bounty. Well, that's what it says. It says throw her a rope, claim a bounty.
Saber.
The price of freedom. It takes 3 crewmen to pull the pirate poet from the Z's clutches, while others mutter about bringing an unfinished woman aboard the ship. She just smirks. She carries little on her but the verses of poetry tattooed over every visible inch, and an old sword almost as chipped as she is. Fortunately, her salvaged possessions also include the jangling money purse on her belt, fat and ready to pay the traditional freedom price of her current bounty. As much as the crew could subdue her, all are relieved once she is aboard a lifeboat rowing away through the darkness towards Gator's Morn. 400 echoes. That will certainly pay my repair costs.
Yeah, say it will.
We're going to get another report from the Salt Lions and then continue east. That is the plan. Seabat, go! The air carries the scent of salt and shadows. I didn't know salt had a smell, but I wonder what the cargo would have been. I do not want to fight you. I just took on a big fight, and I figure that's good enough. The face of the northern sphinx is all but gone. Lost faces are sacred to Salt, they say. You are drawn there to what end? Salt's voice is distant but clear. Yeah. Into the Z. Dive from the Sphinx face down, a clean arc into the Z's chilly darkness. Float there in the quiet until your lungs are bursting, until light blooms behind your ears. Rise gasping to the prickle of false stars, the shocked faces of your crew. You've brought something with you. I have one extraordinary implication. Okay. Gather a report. That is interesting. I could sell. Couldn't I sell the extraordinary implications to the Admiralty board?
I think so.
All right, we're heading into Uncharted Z. Or at least as uncharted as I'm concerned. Somebody's been here because there's buoys.
Uncharted to you.
Yeah, uncharted to me. I'm thinking about going east, doing like I talked about in the last video, looping up and coming back down. You know, that way I could get a port report here, and then make it back to London. If I end up having enough fuel for that. If I don't, then I'll just turn around. Alright. Alright, let's go northeast. What are you? Creeping tendrils of fungus, Z-weed, unnameable flora. We enter the snares. I'm gonna go check it out. Labyrinth of eels. There's no islands in range here. Is this just a location of interest? It appears to be that way. I'm going to continue a little more east. Wonder if there's a way that I can make them eat less. Ooh, another whirly pool. The Dubois Maelstrom. Cool. Lick a Monkey Crag. I wonder who named that. The glassy chop of dark water, the iron clatter of feet at the hatchway. Yeah, we're going to continue up north here. Here the wilder air mingles with the airs of the near reaches. Demue's Gate, named for a navigator lost above. How did his bones come below? Alright, to the northwest we go. The Phosgene Bleaks. Iron and Misery Company Funging Station. That's the name. Demo? Is that a Demu Island? A fervid forest of fungus. I&M has a funger operation here, felling giant bulbous shrooms for building materials, harvesting curuli for its medicinal properties. It is a desperate little outpost of something like civilization. Up puffs the affable factor. Oh, hello, Captain. Thank God for visitors. We'd go quite mad out here otherwise. Ah, quite mad. How can we be of assistance? Give the pass sign to the affable factor. The Admiralty asked you to bring back strategic information. This is your contract. I didn't know that I had that, but okay. A strained smile. Here, little to report, but we have had Comet privateers nosing around, and tells them that the company grows suspicious. Mr. Iron knows the Admiralty is interested in his business. Pray, my friend, that you never have to serve two masters as I do. You now have one strategic information, and I've completed that. The poor fellow needs the company, and he can spare an hour away from his scheduled tea with the factor. An interlude. You sit on the veranda of the factor's house, looking out over the fungal jungle. An expanse of green and sour gold. The air is thick with hovering spores. The scones are stale. Even the tea has a hint of mildew. But the factor is good company. He shares odd stories about the ice and roses of Irem, the monstrosities of the sea of lilies, and a little restaurant in Venderbite where he enjoyed the most extraordinary seafood. Venderbite, I know. I'd never met a tomb colonist who could cook, but you must visit the place. Do you know it? He also had a load of Bolegus fond carted aboard your ship. He waves away your thanks. I have eaten so much of the stuff I fear that I might be transformed entirely into fungus. He leans confidently towards you. It happens, you know, but one does have to eat rather a lot of it first. I've been told of a restaurant in Venderbite? Huh. Compile a port report. Gather supplies. Some of the island's fungus is good to eat. Some is poisonous, hallucinogenic, or mischievous. Good luck. I gained 2 terror and 1 supplies. Okay. I'm not going to try my luck again. Good enough for me. And northward we go. Alright, Moody's Light. I wonder what happens if your terror gets all the way up.
That's what I want to know.
People start going insane. I kind of want to fight with this angler crab, but I'm not sure that I can take it. I mean, I'll shoot it if I have to, but I wonder if I can get him caught on the rocks. Get some! Get some! Maybe. Don't kill me. Please don't sink me. I've made a lot of money over the last little bit. Ooh, he's snagged. Well, not anymore. Oh, I ran into him. That's not good.
No.
Move, move, move. Ow! Yeah, I can't take much more of this.
Yeah.
Not sure if this is an apt strategy to work. Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna... It is time to go. I lost 1 crew. I lost 3 crew in that, actually, I believe. Full power. Yeah, time to get away from here. My hull is at 15%. Jesus. All clear. Good thing I made a bunch of money. One of the notes down there said something about Corsair's Bones, but I don't know if that's a place. I didn't really get to read it. I took a beating. A savage beating.
Yeah.
Palmerston's Reach. Brimstone on the Wind. Okay. Is there a port over here? Mount Palmerston. I think I'm going to need to hit this one and then make my way back to London because... And then I'm going to buy better parts for my ship. What am I fighting with? Don't think I could take that. And the snow is making my ship slower. I may actually need to buy fuel over here before I continue. I got enough supplies to make it back. Fuel will be close. I don't like buying fuel, but I made the money to be able to do it. I think the snow is making me go slower because it wouldn't let me go to speed 2. Brimstone. Always brimstone. Go up the crater. They say the road to hell is paved with good intentions. But the road to the Brimstone Convention is paved with cinders. Up the road, do they admit visitors to the Brimstone Convention? Probably not, but you never know. They might sell tickets. Look down and see Port Palmerston like a toy, and the ruins like gravel. You've come far, but the volcano's cone still rears above you. Rest a little before you go the last half mile. An occurrence. Objective: encounters with the wistful devilness. Quality is now 1. You found a little cottage by the gate of Brimstone Convention. The road to the crater ends at a brass gate in the crater wall. Beside it stands an oddly charming little cottage. It's thrown together from pumice and basalt, but its features honeysuckle. An equally charming Deviless in a tea gown leans against the cottage wall, twirling a parasol and fanning herself. I am the guardian of this place, she remarks languidly. You may not pass, but can I offer you a cup of Armillaria tea? Yeah, tea with the devil sounds good. Armillaria? That's not one of the poisonous ones, is it? You're pretty sure it's not. No doubt she'd be much less pleasant if you tried to break down that gate, but just now she's a courteous, soft-voiced woman in a tea gown. The tea is hot and nutty and rather pleasant. She asks about your voyages. She is desperate for news of London, of its mists, its nights, its sick, its poor, its fires. She tactfully turns aside questions about the convention, but she shares some of the secrets of the Neath. Come and see me again, she says. Next time you're here, she shrugs gracefully. Bring me a present if you like. An occurrence. Encounters with wistful devilness. Quality is now 20. You've taken tea with her. Sullen lights glow green at the jetty's edge. Behind the port buildings, the island is knee-deep in ash. There are ruins here and there of houses destroyed by fire. Far above, the mountaintop flickers red, just for an instant. I don't have what it takes to engage an officer. Chat to the port folk about the Brimstone Convention. There was a revolution in hell, and the aristocracy of devils fled here. Here they plot in exile. They don't do us any harm. They stay up there, and we stay down here. If hell's fighting itself, that's good for us all, isn't it? Dig among the ruins. Perhaps the villagers left valuables behind. You could pick over their remains to see what you might find, you ghoul. I lost 2 supplies, gained 5 terror, and gained 1 memory of distant shores. You have any shops? Fuel is cheap here. Devil Bone Dice. That guy wanted 7 zoop, didn't he?
I'm not sure.
Find 21 bolts of spider silk or 7 skins of zoop. 300, that'd be 350. Shops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Our supplies are a little more expensive than I'm used to, but we'll round it out to 15. A thinking creature made this, or the sea made this, or both. The nature of these yellowish morsels is unclear, except that they are unlikely to be composed of deceased devils. They are kept in sealed canisters, possibly as ammunition. Okay. Nothing in the shipyard. Alright. I am going to make my way to Codex, Wither, Venderbite, and then back down south. So long as I don't encounter anything nasty, I should not die. If I encounter so much as a swarm of bats, I'm liable to die. But it is what it is. Yeah, the snow forces me down a gear. And apparently the higher your veils, which is the stat that I'm most interested in, the harder it is for them to detect you. Oh, shit. That didn't do any damage, though. That did no damage to me. It didn't hurt my crew. Maybe I'm lucky. Full power. Hopefully the engines don't blow up. Am I still full powered? I want to cut it off. I don't think I am anymore. Azalor has run mad. She roams the ship, cudgel in hand, smashing comrades to the deck. She cries, he is angry. Oh, he is angry. Capture her alive. I succeeded. Your crew brings her down in a shrieking heap. You drag her off below decks. I am that old fury. She is howling. For a moment, in the glim light, her eyes seem to swirl the gray storm clouds. I have one prisoner. Down to 4 crew. And I lost Storm's attention. He doesn't seem like a benevolent god, does he? And with 4 crew, I can only move at 1 speed. Well, this is a problem. I don't know what that come up for. It didn't have anything written in it. Well, I might just head south and go back to London, because I need people. And I've made a bunch of money. I'm just going to hit Vanderbite and then continue south, because otherwise this is going to take a long time. I am actually going to cut it here, guys, and make my way back. When I hit Vanderbite, that's where I'll stop, because we have that interesting thing to do there. And then when we get back to London, we'll see what we can do with that prisoner and all this information we've gathered. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, dislike if you don't like what I'm doing. Please give me feedback. All feedback is good feedback.
Have fun, guys.
And I guess I'll hit Codex since I'm right here. You guys have a good rest of your day.